Hi, my people. This is Michael here with the Battle Wiz Hours. YouTube, um, my channel. I have to be very careful what I say. Um, YouTube, my channel, because somebody on YouTube, the Gang Stalkers, had my channel remote. You know, so um, yeah, I'm back, and I wanted to make a video of what gang stalkers hate the most. Things that piss the government program off. And I have so much experience from being targeted. I've been targeted since 2014. That's about 15 years. So I've been targeted for 15 years now. And I could tell you that my development in me being targeted has evolved so much, and I've progressed so much throughout my entire experience being targeted that they don't do shows anymore. I basically have them at bay. I have like total control over my gang stalkers. And I'm going to show you guys how to achieve that yourself by real techniques and methods that actually work. And I want to bring some things to the light, because many of you guys struggle with these things, and I'm going to show you how to simply overcome them just with simple steps. So the first one is, if you are being, if they're doing shows around you, let's say you take the bus, or let's say you drive, or whatever your guys' circumstance is, and they start doing shows around you, the best thing to do, or they start talking around you, automatically always have a pair of headphones on. Put your headphones on and put music on so that you don't even hear what they say. Even if you're curious, shut them out. Oh, it's like slapping them in the face. You just slap your gang stalkers in the face because they want to project information to you. They want to deliver information. It's a delivery method. It's a way to deliver information to you for you to hear them. They want you to hear them. They're outputting information for you to see and hear. If you cover your ears, bring a book with you. Bring something with you. Keep your phone on you. And they start dancing in front of you or doing those little skits. Go on your phone. Completely tune them out. And I'm not even joking with you. It's like hitting them in the worst place you could hit them. This really, really deters with the government program because they spend hours thinking of this stuff. They're masterminding all of these skits in order to affect you. And when you basically neglect to see their information, it puts a lot of their work to waste. Meaning, if I'm and take in mind, everything that I'm telling you is the truth. Don't try and sit there and figure out what they're doing. Don't do all that. You're wasting your time and you're biting into it, and you're going to become a subject to what they want you to become a subject to. They want you to be interested. They want you to bite into it. They want you to do all of these things. This is like phase one. I'm totally over this. This is the beginning of my targeting. There's a reason why they don't do skits around me. It says in the Bible, resist the devil and he'll flee. Meaning the devil's smart, and the devil knows that, hey, look, if I'm doing something and it's not working, then I have to give up on it. The government program is like the devil. They also know if they're gonna do skits around you and it's not working, they're gonna abandon skits altogether. They're not gonna continue doing skits if skits are not effective on you. The government program, in my case, operates completely different than, I would say, many of you guys that are targeted individuals. And the reason why is because of my development. Because I have them in my control. Meaning, and I'm not even joking when I say it, I had them completely under my control. How have I been able to accomplish that control? Let me show you. And you guys could do it too. Like I said, with the skits, you are you're taking control over the situation. You're the authority, and you have the authority in that moment to set who you're going to listen to, who you're going to who you're going to see, who you're going to entertain. And for you, it's your the value that you provide. How do I say this? It's all about, you choose what you entertain, and is it valuable enough to you to entertain? Absolutely not. It's no value to me. The government program, they don't hold enough value for me to entertain what they're doing. They don't hold enough value for me to entertain what they're saying. I don't care. They're lost. They don't understand me. I'm sure I scare them because they can't figure me out. And that's the truth. That's the cold-blooded truth. I come across a lot of stuff that they try and project on my phone and stuff. And I'm going to be honest with you, my people, they're off. They're not right. Like, they don't even know they don't know anything about what I'm thinking. That it's like so off that I'm like, shit, like they're so lost. That's how far the government program is from me. They're so far away. Okay. So let me tell you, my people, and you're going to become just like me. Just if you listen. So with the skits, that's how you dominate over that situation. Now, for many of you guys, let's say you go to the gym. Let's say you go to college. Let's say you go to work. Let's say wherever you're going or whatever you're doing. Let's say, okay, you're going to college or work or the gym, whatever it may be. Let's say you're going to these places, and let's say people are harassing you. For instance, they're staring right at you, or they're making you feel uncomfortable, but they're being obvious about it. Let me let you know something. When I was in college, if I did anything wrong, like if I accidentally walked into the wrong building, I would have somebody literally tell me, go and report me. And me walking into the wrong building on accident, I had somebody report me just to get me booted out of that college. I've had them do stuff like that. If they want to play dirty games like that, I'm going to tell you, you have every right to play a game like that, but not in the same fashion that they do it. They make up lies. They distribute lies, and they accuse you of doing things that you've never done. But I'm gonna help you outsmart them. So if you ever feel uncomfortable, what you do is you go to, even though you feel like those people are involved, let's say you go to the gym and you feel like the people at the gym are involved, guess what? It doesn't matter whether they're involved or not. You still go to them and you let them know, hey, look, I feel uncomfortable by this person that's making me feel very uncomfortable. I want to let you know, and I hope you could do something. That's it. It's their duty to do something. They have to. Even though they work for the government program, they have no choice but to value your concerns and your statement. That means you're protecting yourself in the future. Whereas anything ever goes down, you say, hey, look, I brought this to your attention, and you neglected to resolve the matter. You neglected the entire matter. I brought it to your attention. You should have resolved it. And you could always go to their manager, and you go to the manager and you tell them, hey, look, I brought this to your employee's attention, blah, 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 blah. And your employee did nothing about it. I'm letting you know right now, I paid to be a member here. I'm letting you know I work here and I'm feeling really uncomfortable. This person's making me feel uncomfortable. You don't have to go into detail if you don't want to. But this person's making me feel uncomfortable. Guess what? That person's going to stop. That gang stalker will stop because they have no choice. because now they're exposed. They don't control everything you think they control. I used to think just like you. I used to think that they have everyone and everything. They don't. They will take control of the people. Like, for instance, I'm going to give you an example of how the government program really works. Let's say you start going to a cafe or a restaurant, or let's say you go to your favorite coffee shop and you start going to that coffee shop. You know what's going to happen? Most likely, the government program is going to send a new employee to work there. You're going to have a new employee working there, and they're going to work for the government program. Not everyone in that coffee shop is going to be in on it, but maybe if they're really desperate, they might get one of the employees in on it. Most likely, they're not going to get the manager in on it. They may or they may not, but so not everyone's going to be in on it. Maybe one or two people in that coffee shop are going to be in on it, and their entire duty is to your sabotage your experience there. Okay, so you bringing things up to their manager and saying, "Hey, look, your employee is kind of," and you give them valid reasons other than, "Hey, I'm being gang stalked by your employee." You give them valid reasons. "Hey, your employee said this to me and I thought it was a little off and I wanted to bring it to your attention." Right away, you're slapping that employee on their hand saying, "Hey, you better watch out what you do." And you're letting the manager know. Say, "Hey, look, can I speak with your manager?" Guess what? Government program, they start to back off. I had the government program backing off. I had them backing off for 3 years, and I've been proud about it. They're scared to do anything. If they have one person that comes up to me starting to loudmouth me, I'll be like, should I call the police right now? Should I call the police? Because guess what? Whether the police are in on it or not, they have to do their duty. They have to do their job. And that person, if they're a criminal, if they're acting like a criminal, sorry, I'm getting background noise. Maybe that is the government program, maybe it's not. But do I really care? No, I don't. Because really it's them, they're upset. They're expressing their own weakness, that I have overcome them, and that bothers them. Okay, so, but I'm telling you, if you've been able to see the progress that I've made in my own targeting, they should shut down my account for a reason. Okay, it's not an accident. I had one of the biggest targeted individual channels on YouTube. I had so many viewers and so much audience, targeted individuals watching my channel, because my channel shared the truth. It exposed them. It showed you how to secure your own phones, how to secure your devices. I'm going to teach you things that are going to impact the government program. They would never teach you these things. Their gang stalkers will never teach you these things. They would never want these things out. Only a real targeted individual would share these things with you guys. So listen very closely, because they're going to try and attack you. You'll probably hear like a little noise while I'm talking, or you might hear, they might start setting little noises around to make you paranoid or something. I don't know. But everything that I'm sharing with you will change your experience. And it's not easy. It's not. But you can reach out to me and I will give you guidance and counseling for free. I don't charge. Those fake targeted individuals, it's sad that they're not only lying to targeted individuals, but they're also trying to charge them and make money off of them, which is sick. That's sick. Oh, you pay for my counseling and a real targeted individual will never charge you. A real targeted individual has experience, and all they want is to see other targeted individuals triumph over the things that they've been able to triumph over. So this is Michael here. They're probably going to try and take down my channel. I'm not surprised if they try and do that. I want you guys to, I'm going to provide my number on this video. 619-541-3154. You could reach out to me. I don't mind. My phone number again is 619-541-3154. If any of you guys ever want to call me, text me, talk to me about something you're experiencing, trust me, I could help you resolve it. I could help you go about it in the proper way where the government program literally backs off. They are so scared of me. They are so scared of me. They don't want to do anything around me because they won't do skits around me. Why? Because I don't care. They won't talk around me. Why? Because I don't care. Because I'm not interested. They're wrong anyways. I already know anything that comes out of their mouth is off. And they know it's off. That's probably why that's also another reason why they probably won't have anyone talk around me, because they probably don't have anything solid. And they're probably like, we don't know this for sure. So we can't really bring it to his attention unless we were 100% about it. So they're so off, I'm telling you. So this government program is completely scared of me. And I'm not just saying that. Look at the facts. They're not gang stalking me the way that they used to. They hack my phone, yes. They try. I actually have a secure phone, so they could barely do anything to it. I'm gonna make another video about that, on how you guys could secure your phone too. And if you guys want help, they could barely mess with this phone that I'm making a video on. They could do small little things, like little things, but compared to the hacking that goes on with my other phones, you'd be surprised. I've literally accomplished some form of security. I'm sure the hacker hates this phone. So those are big things that I really wanted to go over: skits and what to do when you're being harassed, how to always go about it the proper way. Because guess what? You're going to watch that person shut up real quick. They're going to shut up. If you're at the gym and someone's staring at you and they're being obvious about it, anytime they're being overt, that is your opportunity to shut them down. I love when people go overt, because the second you go overt gives me the opportunity to show my control. Think about it like that. Every time someone goes overt, meaning they're being obvious, that's your ability to show your control. First off, do they work in my environment? Are they an employee at the cafe? Because I can report them to the manager. Now you're reporting to them to their manager. How do you think that makes them feel? That you're going to their hierarchy and you're reporting them? Yeah, how do you think they feel? You might assume to yourself, well, they're all involved, so I'm not going to waste my time doing that. You're being ignorant. And they know that they don't need to get a hold of the manager because you're too scared to ever go to a manager. They know you're too scared to ever go to a manager, so they don't even need to waste their time spending money getting the manager involved. And even if they did get the manager involved, the manager has to do something. It's required from them to do something. I'm telling you guys how to do things the right way. And if you're somebody, maybe you're somebody that doesn't like to talk and you're not very communicative, you gotta be. You gotta get out of your shell and confront the situation. And if someone is harassing you or they're being aggressive around you, don't even try and fight them. Don't even try and argue with them. All you say is one thing: should I call the police right now? You ask them the question. And if they continue, you call the police right away. They'll run away. You think the government program is going to send people to you again and do the same thing? No way. Because they know damn right you're going to call the police and execute your control. This video pisses my gang stalkers off. I'm literally provoking them to do something to me by making this video. It's provoking them, for sure. They definitely feel provoked enough to feel like, well, we got to send a message. We got to We got to let them know that, hey, no, he doesn't have all that control. But they have no way of doing that. They have no way because I hold I hold the keys. I could call the police. 2, I could report them to their manager. 3, I'm not doing anything wrong. So as long as I'm not doing anything wrong, I shouldn't have to worry about anything. Trust me, they're going to do it to you if you don't do it to them. They're going to report you if you don't report them. I'm letting you guys know how to have the upper hand in your targeting. I'm going to make more videos for you guys. I hope you guys watch them. And for you who what was I going to say? For you guys who experience the skits, ignore them. Go on your phone, find YouTube, find something interesting to watch. It pisses them off. You don't know this, but I know this. It literally upsets them so much because they put a lot of time and effort in these skits. These are not cheap skits. They're hiring people to do the skit. They're not only hiring someone to do them, they're plotting these skits out, and they're not cheap. They're not cheap. They require a lot of time and effort. And you're basically saying your skits are nothing. This is when you don't entertain their skits, you make their skits pointless, almost like they're pennies. Like that's all they're worth. They're worth absolutely nothing. They're not worth my attention. And if they're not worth my attention, you basically good luck to you. You have no authority here. You have none. Like you've literally been squashed. And some of my words are short. Like I have the right context. I just can't come up with the right terms. Maybe that's God messing with my lingo so that I don't scare the government program too much about the way I think. I don't know. But I am sharing with you guys and take the context of what I'm saying. Because my communication, the way I'm communicating is not as efficient as it can be and not as concise as it could be. But the context is there if you actually hear it. I don't know why my vocabulary is not as concise and efficient as it should be to get my messages across. Simpler, but take the context of what I say. Really try and understand it and digest it. And incorporate the things that I tell you to incorporate, and you will see a difference in your targeting. You will start to have the upper hand, and you're going to be like, damn, Michael, you're right. You were right. And you're going to realize that no real TI will ever share these things with you, because what you're going to get out of it is control and authority and power. And they're going to have none. You're going to strip them of all that control and authority that they've been able to achieve in your life. You're going to strip them down of all of that. And then you're going to say to yourself, why would a fake TI give me a way to claim all this authority and all this power? Why would a fake TI show me how to do this? A fake TI wouldn't. A real TI would. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to train you how to break the government program's neck. Literally break their neck. These are effective moves. I'm telling you what hurts them and why it hurts them, why it bothers them. Like the skits, it bothers them if you don't watch them. Sorry, I have an itch. If you don't watch their skits, if you don't entertain them, it bothers them. And for you, you might be curious, well, I just want to hear what they're saying at least. I'm really curious. They want you to be curious. They will have so many, if you start ignoring them, they'll just start talking around you so that you can get curious. don't. I'm going to be honest with you. This government program, and I know a lot of things. They don't know shit about you. I hate to have to use that cuss word, but they don't know a lot about you. They really don't. They probably have this painted picture that they painted, and it probably is totally off. And if you did listen to what they say, you'd realize that they don't know what they're talking about. And like that, like your mind is nowhere, is not even, your mind is not as immature as they actually see you. So I'm telling you, my people, the government program doesn't know you guys. They don't know you. They don't even waste your time hearing them. They're off. They're not masters. They're not professionals. They might believe that they're professionals, but they're not good at what they do. They're really not. Maybe they convince many of you guys that they're good at what they do, but they're really not. When you actually open up your eyes and you break them down to the point where I've broken them down, you'll realize that they're not as good as you thought they were in the beginning. When in the beginning, I thought they were really good. I thought they were professionals. I thought they were specialists, and then and I was being trampled over by them. They were completely achieving control in my life, and when I got saved, my entire mentality, I understood things that they couldn't even comprehend. I seen the world in a way that they can't even touch or grasp. They've they don't even think in the lens that I think in, because my eyes have been opened. I'm telling you, my people, I was able to break them down and shut them down, and that's through the help of God. God gave me so much wisdom and understanding through all my experiences. And I believe that there's a reason why he's doing this in my life, why he's allowing me to go through this targeting, because he has a plan for my future. And he wants to make sure in that future, all this stuff that they do is not new to me, that I know and I'm backed up. And whatever position he gives me, whether it's a position of authority or a position of power in the future over a lot of people or whatever it is, he wants me to not be broken down by tactics. He wants me to already have experienced those tactics and have experienced those exploits and be able to say, I already know what to do about them. I already know. And as targeted individuals, when you overcome these things, even though you're not really getting a certificate or a degree for it, you really are. You're really getting a degree. It's like you're getting a degree. Now you know how to overcome those things. Now I know. I'm not stupid. Now I don't lay on the floor and give them my back. Sorry. Now I don't give my enemy my back. You never give them your back. Again, this is Michael here with The Battle Is Ours.